Good morning, guys. Hello bear. So today is Wednesday the 9th of January and I woke up at 3 AM with contractions. In fact, they woke me up, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was a bit hazy at that time of the morning, but what was that noise there? Yeah, basically the clock said 2 something and I was vaguely aware that I wasn't comfortable, which is quite normal for me in bed at the moment. Oh my god, I look like as white as a sheet. And I drifted back to sleep, and then the next time I looked at the clock it was definitely 3 o'clock and I was thinking, is that a contraction? And I kind of laid there for an hour or so trying to figure it out, and then at 4:30 I thought I'll go up and go to the toilet and just see, like, do I just really need a wee? Like, is that why I'm uncomfortable? I don't know. So I did that, and then I got back into bed and I thought, no, I've definitely got like a rhythmic pain, sort of pain. I wouldn't really describe it as a pain though, like a pressure, kind of slight discomfort, just something I was aware of. So I thought I would start timing them, seeing how far apart they were, and I was like, oh god, when I saw the results, because literally I was having contractions for like 45 seconds and they were coming every kind of 8.5 minutes or so. So they're still quite far apart, but definitely like a rhythm to it. So I was like, I think this is happening. And then I just laid there and the time went so quickly, to be honest. And then Ross woke up at 7 with his alarm and he was like, have you slept all right? I said, not really. He was like, why? I said, been having contractions. And then he was wide awake, as you can imagine, and we kind of talked about it. I said, right, just take Bear out for a walk, take him around the block. I said to him, I want you to go to work because this could turn out to be nothing. Like, I don't want him kind of sat around. I don't want his paternity leave to start too early until like we know that something's definitely happening. So then we got up and not much has happened since then really. So we were up at about 7, half 7, and I thought, I'm gonna get in the shower, get dressed, have something to eat. I've actually got a midwife appointment scheduled for today anyway. It's actually the day before my due date today. Yeah, so I've got an appointment scheduled this afternoon. So yeah, but basically since 7:30ish I haven't really had contractions. I've got like a few twinges here and there, but nothing that I can really time now, nothing regular. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've just been sat on the floor doing some hypnobirthing. I listened to my rainbow relaxation just to see if that would kind of kick things off again. That was him kicking. I feel very relaxed, but nothing's really started. It seems to be that if so obviously I was laying on my side in bed. I just laid on my side again a minute ago and I kind of felt it again. It's almost like if I lay on my side, like things happen a bit more, and like while I'm wandering around, or I guess it could still be going on but they're not strong enough for me to feel them. So if I take my mind off it, if I like walk around, I'm not really kind of feeling much. So yeah, I think that's the update. I can't decide whether to really focus on it, like do some more hypnobirthing and whatever, or to take my mind off of it. I have got last week's vlog to edit though, so might just do some editing. Right, another update. I have just been to see the midwife. Well, I've been back for about an hour now actually, but it was a really positive appointment. Let me just look at my phone because I wrote everything she said in a text to Ross so that I could remember everything. The longest message in the world. So obviously I went in, told her what happened this morning, and she said that it was completely typical that I had started having contractions at night. Like, that's just the most common time for them to start, when your body's completely relaxed. I think you produce more there's a hormone that you produce more of at night which will promote going into labour. So she's like, yeah, that's just so like textbook basically. She said chances are when it comes to night time again you might have the same thing again, like whether it will go fully into labour, that's like, we'll just wait and see, but chances are that that will happen. She checked his heartbeat. His heartbeat was really good, it was perfect, and it kept kind of accelerating, so it kept getting a bit faster every so often, and she said that that was perfect. Like, if that carries on into labour, then like that's exactly what they would want to see. And his head is really fixed in the pelvis, so all good stuff. The only thing is, he's still kind of off to the side rather than his back being like directly here, and there's still loads of time for him to move. Like, that can change in labour, so there's plenty of time, but I want him to turn a little bit, because do you remember I said a long time ago about comfort levels of the head coming out? Yeah, it would just be nice if he could turn a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with the position he's in, like, that's fine. So tomorrow I'll be 40 weeks, tomorrow will be the due date, and they would look to see me at 41 weeks, so a week tomorrow. She said, but I don't think we'll be seeing you then. She's like, I'm pretty sure you'll have had this baby by then, so if I need to see them, I just need to contact them now. I don't have any other appointments booked. And she basically just said, like, keep an eye on things, like, see how you feel, see whether make sure the movements are all still fine, and just contact labour line when you feel ready. So it's just a bit of a waiting game, really. Nothing has really developed other than that today. Just nice timing that I had the midwife appointment today to kind of check in on him, talk through what happened so far. Yeah, it was just a bit reassuring. So now, I don't know, just gotta wait and see what happens. Ross will be home from work in about an hour, and then he's going to take Bear out for another walk. He came home at lunch and took him for a long walk as well, so I haven't had to do anything like that. And then I think we're going to go for a little walk around the block, just because I haven't actually been out, haven't done any exercise, and I feel like oh, I need a walk, I need a bit of fresh air. So that's the plan when he gets back. This one is down here ruining a toy. I let him play with this yellow toy that he got for Christmas because he looked a bit restless. Right, it is now 10 o'clock at night on the 9th of January, and I have been having contractions again from about 6:30ish, but they've been quite like sporadic, really. There's not a lot of pattern to it, so I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna have a bath, go to bed and try to go to sleep, and we'll see what happens. I'll update you when I've got an update. Hello guys, right, can you see me? Oh, let me put you up there. Right, I meant to film a little update earlier today, but nothing's really been happening, so I just didn't. I've had a really boring day, to be honest. It's the 10th of January, so it's baby Richard's due date, but nothing really happened. Well, I had contractions again from like 3 o'clock in the morning till, I don't know, 5, 6-ish, and then I fell back to sleep, and that was it. I didn't really get any more contractions. I had maybe like the odd contraction throughout the day. And Bear went to Ross's mum and dad's because just walking him regardless of what happens has got a bit much, so I was literally on my own all day. I watched You on Netflix and I had a nap and literally haven't done anything. However, about 6 o'clock this evening my contractions started again, and now they are roughly about 5 minutes apart, roughly. That does kind of depend. It seems like every time I get up to do something, that kind of just like distracts me from them, and the gap tends to be longer when I get up and do anything. But if I just literally sit and like go with it, they're about 5 minutes apart. So we are starting to think that he might make an appearance at some point, maybe tonight. We have phoned Labour Line to have like an initial phone call with them, and they've said it all sounds good. We just need to kind of wait until the contractions are lasting longer and are closer together, which we knew. We're completely fine at home at the moment, but we just thought, right, if we phone them then at least we've done that. So yeah, now we're just gonna kind of wait and see what happens. I'm not sure how long we'll be here, when we'll go to hospital. I don't know. I haven't taken any pain relief yet, I haven't used the TENS machine, I've just been
using my breathing and kind of leaning on the ball, the beanbag, that kind of thing. And I feel fine actually. In between contractions I'm completely normal. Obviously I've got like a 5-minute gap at the moment, so in that 5-minute gap literally I'm pretty much just me, normal. And then I'm kind of just like in the zone when a contraction is happening, or a surge. I should be using the word surge because I've done hypnobirthing. Yeah, I just really breathe through it, and I'll be honest, like they are manageable at the moment, but if I hadn't done the hypnobirthing breathing practice, I think I'd already be panicking. Like, I feel like I knew what to expect, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing to kind of cope with it each time. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it at the moment. It's currently 10:15, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. This could be one of the last times that we see the bump. I'm gonna miss it, but there'll be a baby. It is, yeah, it is 4:45 and we're going to the hospital. Hello Teddy. Look at you, big chunk. Look how big you are.
Look at those cheeks.
Look how big you are.
I love this little nose.
So when we go back, we're going to play them.
Well, that's a bit of a change from the last clip that I filmed, which I think was the birth pool room looking very calm. I'm not going to go into what happened between now and then, but it was a bit stressful. Didn't quite go as we had imagined, and I will probably talk about that a little bit another time. But the main thing is, Teddy Richards is now here, and oh, that's my phone. We're currently on the way home, and Ross is driving like he's never driven before. Like he's got the most precious thing in the world in the car. I know, because you have. It is Sunday. He was born on Friday night. I literally haven't got a clue what like day it is or anything. It's all a bit of blur. He was born by emergency C-section at 10:05 on Friday the 11th of January. And so we've had 2 days in hospital, just while I recover really from the C-section. He's absolutely fine. Been feeding very well. And we're just a bit obsessed with him. What do you think of Daddy's driving, hey? Teddy, who are you going to meet, hey? You're going to meet Bear? Look at you in this blimmin' football onesie. Hello? Hello? Hello, Bear. Oh, good boy. Who's this, Bear?
Who's that?
Who is this?
Oh, go on.
I don't know why I'm holding it. Who is this then? Who's our new friend? Hello.
Doesn't know what to do, does he?
No. Oh, I missed you. Oh, it's weird looking at him, like everything feels different.
Good boy.
You are.
Why is
You're a
that?
good
Why is that
boy.
tail not wagging, eh?
It is, just
Oh,
the
is
just
it?
the tip of it.
Is it? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No licking. Good boy.
Oh, good boy. Is he sat in your seat though, Bear?
Gently. It's because I'm
Cough
holding
at him, I know.
because I'm holding him. Doesn't seem bothered.
No. Oh, big yawn from Teddy. Good morning. Right, I'm continuing my little filming that I'm doing, although it's all over the place, but I'm just filming random bits so that we can remember them. And today is Wednesday the, I haven't got a clue, 16th. Wednesday the 16th of January. And Teddy is now 5 days old and we're taking him for his 5-day check at the hospital around the corner. So he's had his heel prick. Yeah, we've not left at the best time, have we? But that's fine. They'll be fine. I don't know what to tell you from the last few days. There's been very little sleep, although I thought she was pushing a real pram then. That's a like doll's pram, right?
I don't know. Not one person's letting me out.
Yeah, so Teddy's not slept a lot since he's been home, but last night was the best night we've had so far, and I had a stint of like 3 or 4 hours sleep in one go, which I know sounds ridiculous, like nothing, but oh my god, it was so good. It was exactly what I needed. He was a perfect little angel. And I don't know, we've just kind of spent, I don't really know how to say how we spent the day. We just kind of like bumbled about from feed to feed and had like visitors here and there, and yeah, we've just been enjoying having our little boy. Here he is. I don't know what happened there, it cut out, but Georgia, look at him. That little frown. I can't believe you're 5 days old already, Teddy. Already, Teddy.
Sometimes when they're naked, they're happier on their tummy as well. That's why I do it on the scale.
Yeah.
It's not always.
Right, that's Teddy's appointment done and he's put weight on. I'm so pleased because basically that just means that breastfeeding is working. I can't remember how much she said he put on, but she was pleased with it and I'm pleased with it. And we've just gone to pick his pram up and he was really grizzly a second ago, but he's calmed down now. So.
Because Gramps had to let him go.
Yeah, because he was having a cuddle with Gramps and we took him out into the cold, wet, horrible day that it is. And now he's all snuggled. Oh, look at his little chunky face. You're so cute, Teddy. Good morning, guys. I'm so aware that none of this is making any sense, but I know I'll be happy that I recorded a little bit in his first few days. Teddy is now 1 week old. Oh, I can't believe it. It's just going to go so quickly, isn't it? Look at him, he's such an angel. Oh, I've just got myself ready for the day, and we've got a few visitors today. A few of our friends are coming to meet Teddy. I haven't got a lot to tell you. I feel like I should have things to remember about him. So this morning he had his first skin to skin with Ross, which was lovely. What else can I tell you? I just love staring at him. I could just sit and stare at him like all day. I love his little facial expressions. Teddy hates being naked. He hates having his nappy changed and changing his outfit. Hates it. That's the only time he really cries. Breastfeeding, I look really weird and I'm putting my socks on. Breastfeeding is going really well. I'm really enjoying feeding him. Ooh. Ooh. He just looks more and more like his dad every time I look at him. I love it. I'm obsessed with that. And in terms of my recovery, I'm actually doing really well. Sorry, I know this is really weird. Yeah, I'm actually doing really well. My scar is healing well and I've got plenty of mobility, like way more I think than to be expected, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Of course it is good, but it's also a little bit bad because I need to make sure I don't do too much. Oh, look at this little face. Are you waking up, Teddy? Look at you. Oh, big yawn. Oh, I'm obsessed with all these little noises. Hey. This is too much baby spam. I could just film him all day and just stare at him. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I just sat and stared at him and cried. Oh, and I finished, I don't know, I have no idea when this is going up in relation to what, but I filmed a bump time lapse and I filmed the end of that yesterday and I cried. Like, it's all happy tears, like just like overwhelming emotion. Oh, I just so obsessed with him. Oh, and so is Ross. He's so obsessed. We're both so obsessed with him. He's probably about to wake up and want to feed just in time for our first visitor of the day, which is great, isn't it? Silly boy. Night times are fun.
He definitely wakes up quite a lot, although last night was quite good. So a bad night is like every hour feed and grizzly to put down, like, yeah, that's a bad night. And a good night is like 2 or 3 hour stints of sleep, and last night I had, I think, 2 hours sleep, then a 3 hour sleep, and then a 2 hour sleep, so that was pretty good. I can cope with it in the daytime, I'm actually fine, but the tiredness at the time during the night when you're doing those feeds is unreal. Oh, so good job, you're cute. I think what I'm going to do with this vlog is film all these little bits I want to film and then add in the labour story, which is not quite what you expected. I know I filmed a little bit in the car when we came out of hospital. I don't really know whether I was quite with it, to be honest. Oh, he's doing like a little windy face that looks like a smile, and it's just, oh, I'm just obsessed with him. Anyway, so yeah, I think I will add that into this vlog and tell you guys exactly what happened. I'll be honest, it was not the hypnobirthing dream that we had. We gave it a good go, but that was just not destined to be with this little chunk. So yeah, I'm gonna keep filming bits and yeah, just keep going. I think, yeah, just call this like the first week of his life and the labour story. And I know it's little bits here and there, but I'm hoping you're all enjoying meeting our little boy. Teddy's first trip out in his baby carrier. His little face squished in there. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. It's weird. I feel like I've got to walk very softly. Come on then.
Ross is definitely walking like he might poo himself any minute.
Trying to walk normally.
Like the #1 striker playing week in, week out. Here is the main man. So I thought we've got a brilliant header against it. Is Everton out here scoring.
Hi guys, this is a baby head just here. He is currently feeding, and I was going to sit down and kind of end this vlog maybe like somewhere properly, but this is what my vlogs are like, it's just real. So obviously with the vlog you will have just seen is the kind of start of labour and Teddy's first few days of coming home, and I just wanted to end the vlog by talking a little bit about my labour story. I don't want to go into tons of detail, but I will kind of give you a bit of a brief story. I'm just really grateful that so many of you have been so invested in my pregnancy and so supportive. So I kind of just want to give you a bit of detail, like a bit of information as to what happened. But yeah, I don't think you want the gory details. If anyone has any questions, leave them below. I will happily answer those. But I'll just kind of give a bit of a brief overview. So obviously, by the way, he's stopped feeding now. He's just kind of sleeping on me. Obviously the start of this vlog was kind of the contractions and early labour stages, and ended when we entered the room at Winchester Hospital. We were so happy to have that room. That was the exact room that we'd seen on our tour, and it's kind of what I visualised when I was imagining myself giving birth, so that was a really positive start. We got to hospital about 5:30 AM, and when I was examined I was 4 centimetres dilated, which was okay. I had hoped to be a little bit further along. I was hoping for like maybe 6, even 7 centimetres. But 4 centimetres is fine because that's still established labour, means you can stay in hospital, you can be sent away, and meant we could kind of just get comfortable really and try and like get into the zone for hypnobirthing and all that kind of stuff and get the pool ready. It's so hard to know when to go to hospital with your first baby. Like, you just don't really know what your body feels like in labour, and everybody's going to be different. So although we went with the every 2 to 3 minutes and contractions lasting 45 seconds, like, you still don't really know what your body is going to do in labour. It wasn't long before I got into the pool, and after, everything was quite calm at that point, listening to the hypnobirthing, relaxation, all that kind of stuff. And after 4 hours I was re-examined, and unfortunately I hadn't progressed and my waters hadn't gone, so we did make the decision to break my waters, just because this was about 9 o'clock in the morning and I'd effectively been in labour since 6 PM the night before. That's when my contractions had started, so it felt like a long time without a huge amount of gain. So we decided to agree with breaking of the waters, and after that I got back into the pool, and I'm kind of going to gloss over the next kind of bit, or not exactly gloss over, but it lasted a long time and I didn't progress like very well. I was kind of progressing like in 2 centimetres. Like every time I was examined, it had gone like another 2 centimetres. So I went to 6 centimetres, then 8 centimetres, and it took a very long time. And my body felt the need to push before it was ready to, before I was fully dilated, which, let me tell you, is not fun. I spent a lot of time just fighting the urge to push, unfortunately. And in that time we realised that baby Teddy was actually not in the best position for birth, and had kind of gone back to back. So in that time where I was kind of fighting that urge to push, we thought that he was moving into the right position as well. So everything, it was difficult, but it seemed everything was kind of heading in the right direction. And by about, I mean, this is a bit of a guess, to be honest, I don't really know, obviously I don't have much concept of time, but probably by about 6 o'clock-ish, I was given the all clear to push, and was told that I was pretty much fully dilated, that Teddy had got himself into the right position for birth, and we were good to go. So that felt like such a relief after the real like difficult bit of my labour. And we moved back into the pool, or I moved back into the pool, ready to push Teddy out. And it felt so good to finally be able to just listen to my body and just go with pushing and just doing what I was there to do, basically. And the midwife told us that she could see Teddy's head, which was all very exciting, and it felt like I was doing it. I thought, I'm picturing like half of his head out by this point, and actually it was like the very tip of his head that she could see, like hardly anything at all. And at that point, after the amount of time had passed, I realised I couldn't do it. I realised there was no way he was coming out. And again, the next bit is a bit of a blur. There was lots of people in the room, lots of examinations. The anaesthetist came in, the surgeon came in, the head senior midwife came in. Like, there was lots of people, lots of discussion, and it led to a decision to take me to theatre. And oh my goodness, when I was given the epidural, it was like I had gone to another planet. Not because it makes you high or anything, and that kind of initial high did settle down. It was just the pure difference of coming from the horrendous pain that I was in, or discomfort, I don't even know what word to describe, I just don't know anything like it, and going to feeling amazing and just having all of that horrible feeling taken away from me. Oh, it was amazing. And at this point as well, I just wanted him out. I just wanted to know that he was healthy and safe, and it had been far too long. It had been over 24 hours of labour by this point, so it was time for him to come out and meet us, wasn't it? So initially the first thing the surgeon tried to do was turn Teddy, with the hope that I would then, hang on, let me readjust him. Right, he has gone down in his sleepy head for a little bit. I don't think for long. Yeah, so the surgeon was going to try and turn him and have me push him out and use forceps, which, to be honest, by this point sounded like hell. I had no idea how I was possibly going to do that, because aside from anything else, I was exhausted. I'd been in labour for, like I said, like 27 hours by this point. I hadn't been able to eat anything because I couldn't keep anything down. I was just ready for it to be over. But she couldn't turn him. He was too high, and the decision was made to have him born by emergency C-section, which, to be honest, Ross and I breathed a bit of a sigh of relief by that point, because we were all exhausted and he just needed to make an appearance. So that was that. He was born, and hearing his little cries for the first time when he came out was just amazing. And then, like with cesarean, obviously you have a sheet so you can't see your body being like sliced open, and then his head just popped up over the sheet, and it was just amazing. Oh, the first thing I said was, oh my goodness, like, it's just you, to Ross. Like, he is just a little mini me, and I just love him so much. And so Ross had the first cuddle, then I had skin to skin, and as soon as we were back in our room, we were feeding, and that was it really. It was all good. My recovery has been so good. I can't really complain about anything. And it's true, like what they say about labour, when it happens you just don't care what people see you like. You just
literally just go with it, and then when it comes down to it, you just do what you've got to do to get him out safely. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I'd thought about writing about my labour story on my blog, and actually I'm not sure if I want to. I've written it in my little diary that I'm keeping for Teddy, and I don't know that my labour story is particularly useful for anybody. What is in my hair? Yeah, I feel like it's not like useful for anybody to read, to be quite honest, but I'm sure I will write something about it at some point. I just need to find, kind of like, pull something out of it to make it an interesting blog post, if that makes sense. I don't just want to write about it for the sake of writing about it. I don't need to do that for my memories, but I want to kind of think about what I take away from it to help other people. So yeah, that's it. If you've got any questions though, leave a comment below and I will get back to you. But really, I just wanted to bring you guys in on the story of how Teddy arrived, because you've all been so lovely and supportive throughout my pregnancy, and there's so many more of you here on this channel than there was when I first started vlogging. And I mean, sorry, when I first announced that he was gonna be joining our little family. So thank you for all your support. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about him, and I hope you enjoy seeing lots of him going forward. I think the plan will be to still weekly vlog. I have got vlogs ready now for the forthcoming weeks. I just had 1 week off whilst we brought Teddy home for the first time. So yeah, thanks guys, hope you enjoyed this vlog. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. There's like 60% of you that aren't subscribed, so if you've watched this, you've got this far, go and hit subscribe. My links are below, Instagram, Twitter, blog, all there, and I will see you next time.